Welcome back to another coding problem breakdown. Today, we are diving into graph theory to tackle a classic problem, finding strongly connected components using Kosaraju's algorithm. Whether you are prepping for interviews or just love algorithms, this is a fascinating topic. Before we jump into the complex stuff, let's review the basics. We are dealing with directed graphs. Imagine a city with only one-way streets. Just because you can drive from point A to point B doesn't mean you can drive back from B to A. This one-way nature is crucial for understanding connectivity. So, what exactly is a strongly connected component, or SCC? It is a specific group of nodes within a graph where every single node can reach every other node in that same group. Think of it like a tight-knit community or a cycle where everyone can visit everyone else without leaving the group. Why is this useful? Well, search engines use this to understand the structure of the web, identifying clusters of pages that link to each other. In social networks, it helps find mutual friend circles. It is also used in software engineering to detect circular dependencies between modules that might break your build. The most popular way to find these components is Kosaraju's algorithm. It is surprisingly elegant and relies on performing depth-first search twice. The process has three main phases. First, we order nodes by their finish time. Second, we flip the entire graph's edges. And third, we run DFS again on this reversed graph. Let's break down step 1. We run a standard depth-first search on the graph. The key here is to keep track of when a node finishes processing, meaning we have visited all its children. As each node finishes, we push it onto a stack. This ensures that nodes that finish later sit at the top of the stack. Step 2 is where the magic happens. We create a transpose graph. This simply means we take every arrow and point it in the opposite direction. If a pointed to B, now B points to A. This reversal preserves the internal structure of the strongly connected components, but breaks the paths between them. For the final step, we go back to our stack from step 1. We pop nodes off one by one. If a node hasn't been visited yet in this new reversed graph, we start a new DFS from there. All the nodes we can reach in this pass form one single strongly connected component. Let's visualize this with a simple graph. We start DFS at node 0. It goes to 1, then 3. Node 3 has nowhere to go, so it finishes first and goes into the stack. We backtrack to 1, go to 2, and eventually 0 finishes last. So 0 ends up at the very top of our stack. Now we reverse all the edges and look at our stack. We pop 0 first. In the reversed graph, 0 can reach 2 and 2 can reach 1. But 1 cannot go anywhere else that is new. So 0, 1, and 2 form our first component. Later, we pop 3, which stands alone as the second component. One of the best things about Kosaraju's algorithm is its efficiency. We basically traverse the graph twice. Since traversing a graph takes linear time relative to its vertices and edges, the total time complexity is big O of V plus E. It is fast, efficient, and works well even on large datasets. To wrap up, a strongly connected component is a cycle where everyone reaches everyone. Kosaraju's algorithm finds these by using 2 DFS passes and a reversed graph. It is a powerful tool in your algorithmic toolkit. Thanks for watching, and happy coding.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.